What's good, y'all? This your boy Black G92. Had me a great Christmas and had to head back to work the very next day, and actually the past 2 days, whatever, and it wasn't too bad. Can't complain. Of course, yesterday was better because it was shorter and all that good shit. But hey, getting that check, so that's always a bonus. And how about y'all out there that subscribe to my channel? And let me know in my social media and the comment section how that went, how y'all Christmas went. But now we're gonna react to Crypt's "Everything Wrong with Nick Cannon's Pray for Him," the Eminem diss, which is the second one that Nick Cannon, the Black Squad, did towards Eminem. And as you see, as of now, since the invitation canceled, Eminem has yet to respond, which he shouldn't, because, I mean, come on, it's Nick Cannon. Like, dude has never been known to be a lyrical monster at all. And I greatly enjoyed the "Everything Wrong with Nick Cannon's Invitation Canceled" one. That shit was funny as hell. So I'm quite sure this one going to be just as funny. And I have seen it like a few times on different channels. This will be me reacting to it, and I'm going to give my 2 cents on it. In 3, 2, 1.
Now we gotta pray for him. Marshall.
Nick says Eminem's name and a tone from an iconic scene from a movie, The Warriors, as seen in this clip from a taping of Wild 'N Out.
Marshall, come out and play.
Side note, the quote is "come out to play," not "come out and play," and I gotta give a sin for fucking that one up.
I know, right? Because not only does Nick Cannon be fucking it up, everyone that has tried to quote the scene be fucking it up. He's saying "come out and play" when it's "come out to play." Like, I don't know how they get it mixed up, but as time goes on, and since the movie itself came out back in the mid to late 70s, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, correct me in the comment section if I'm wrong, but yeah, since the movie itself came out like way before my time and such, the phrase kind of got mixed up and words added, a word taken out, another word placed in. It happens with a lot of famous catchphrases from popular, iconic movies. Which, by the way, the movie itself is great, though. I recommend y'all to check it out. I think it's on Netflix, if I'm not mistaken. Because that's where I first seen the movie, on Netflix. It should still be on there. But if not, you can always order off Amazon, the hard cut, the Blu-ray or DVD. So, hey, let's get to it.
But in this movie, the guy that Nick Cannon is pretending to be, Luther, is the biggest piece of shit. He literally shoots one of the most beloved characters of the entire film, Cyrus, who is trying to bring together all the gangs of New York to fight against the police. He then blames the shooting of Cyrus on another gang, the Warriors, gets the leader of that gang killed, and then throughout the entire film has the rest of the gangs trying to hunt down the Warriors for something that he did. And at the end of the film, everybody finds out that Luther is the one that killed Cyrus anyway. When they asked him, he said he just fucking did it because he could. They end up brutally murdering him, and the Warriors are let go free, so he picked a horrible character to represent here.
Yeah.
Nick had a second track fully prepared before even releasing the first track, but acts like his crew sat around waiting for a response from Eminem, and when they didn't get it, said, "Fuck it, let's hop back in the booth for some more 'You're Old' and gun bars." Also, this sign clearly says no recording the monitors, and the monitors being recorded.
Oh, man. And he was right about that, because the way the song sounded and everything else, like, that's what it sounded like. They just had something ready in the chamber, and like, Crypt gave a very fair assessment of the diss record, because that's all it was. It's a bunch of old man jokes and a bunch of gun talk, whatever. Like, nothing that was hard hitting or nothing that we already know or heard from people. Well, not exactly know, but what we heard from people trying to diss him and them. Like, nothing that's hard hitting or revealing. But anyway, let's get to it.
Behind Nick, so fuck you.
Lord forgive us, I know that it's kind of wrong for 5 brothers this talented to be on one song.
5? I'll let Charlie Hitman and Conceited slide, but Nick didn't even rhyme his opening bar in the last track, and Prince Easy said he'd eat a dead woman's vagina.
Damn, what you like 5 minutes away from 70?
Old jokes will always get a bell in my book, but Nick himself is pushing 40, and M just turned 47. If anything, Nick is almost 4 times closer to being Eminem's age than Eminem being 70. And while we're on the subject of age, Mariah Carey is 49 and turns 50 in March, yet I don't hear hear anybody talking about this, so
At
can
all.
we start calling Nick Cannon a cougar hunter at this point?
Dynamite word to Florida.
Hold on, I gotta say something else, man. Like that's what that threw me off about the old man jokes. Is like because Nick Cannon's only about let's see, because he was born in '80 and Eminem was born in '72, so shit, about 8-year age gap. Not so he ain't that far far behind Eminem like when it comes to age, man. And plus Mariah Carey's is older than both them niggas, so like that's just made these old man like lines just fall flat and just nonsensical, like, and is just tired. I mean, because of course Eminem's 47. I mean, he can't help that he's gonna get older, so that's what made this opening lines just not hit at all. Not on this song and not on the previous song. Just didn't hit, man. And not to mention, even at 47, to this day, Eminem has sold a lot more records than Nick Cannon ever would, and people still respect him and everything else. So, yeah, come up with something new.
JJ was the character on Good Times that said dynamite, not Florida Evans. That was his mother. I understand he's trying to make the rhyme scheme work, but it's just incorrect information.
Hello, lucky person. You got the number right, because you are talking to Kid a Dynamite.
I ain't do this verse for the fame and the clout. I did this verse to say, keep my brother name out your mouth.
This is simply not true. The amount of people that have dissed Nick Cannon in the past is absolutely unprecedented, yet here you all are going at the biggest person. Literally type in Nick Cannon diss, and there's probably like 75 of them right now after this entire thing. Get to writing, Charlie.
I've been a star. Your favorite actress wanna get sexual.
20 seconds of Hitman doing nothing besides saying very generic things, such as it.
Very generic indeed. Now this line and well, never mind. Yeah, very generic. Nothing to do with going at Eminem at all. Just a bunch of like representatives set and like fucking actresses. Like nothing. No type of substance.
When you ain't perked up, you sweeter than lemonade,
According to most recipes for lemonade, it is considered a sweet and sour drink because lemons are sour and sweetened by sugar. In fact, if your lemonade is only sweet, it means you made it wrong and you should not have made it this far in life.
You tried to bully Pink and them, Britney Spears and NSYNC and them.
Hey, one of the cast members forgot their words in the video. Get used to that. Seriously, the amount of time these guys forget their words or say different words when they're supposed to say other words is going to get annoying in this.
Don't you got a cash flow? What the fuck you mad for?
Hey, one of the cast members forgot their words in the video. Get used to that.
Don't you got a...
Also, Hitman thinks having money means you can't get mad at anything, even though Nick Cannon is clearly mad enough to make 2 diss tracks and he's bragged about his money several times.
Subtract you at a casket.
Hey, one of the cast members forgot their words in the video. Get used to that.
You at a casket.
You mad that you ain't Cannon.
Oh, that was a belly laugh worth 10 cents. A guy who literally holds more records than anyone in hip-hop history is mad that he's not a guy whose only recognizable song is with a rapist that pisses on underage girls. I'm halfway tempted to take away some...
Now let's talk about that, Nick Cannon. Oh man, Crypt is ruthless, bro. I mean, even though I like the song, it's true because Kells was on trial for it, by doing it on tape and urinating on the victim. So, boy. Crypt is ruthless though, like, and that was true though. I mean, Nick Cannon doing all this, but yeah, he did a song with someone that was on trial, where urinate on underage girls. There you go. Boy, this is too funny, bro.
Because this statement is so outlandish that I feel like Conceited is just fucking with Nick's ego on this, but I can't.
And all the pills you stay cramming still giving you brain damage.
Eminem is 11 years sober. I think I said that in the last one as well. I understand that he's trying to do some clever wordplay with the song titles and brain damage and guilty conscience, but it's just not fucking true. It doesn't take pills anymore.
Cause you stay up on cannonballs.
That's a hand.
You always hide in the trailer, we know you big man.
Hey, one of the cast members forgot their words in the video. Get used to that.
Niggas be mumbling their words.
And get your bitch to run in our lap.
Hey, one of the cast members forgot their words in the video. Get used to that. I told you it was gonna get annoying. We're not even to Prince Easy's yet. He fucking forgot his whole damn verse.
Instead of staying in the booth to get your rhyming out.
Honestly, I blame whoever edited this video on all of these scenes being in here of people forgetting their words. I've filmed several music videos where I don't remember every single word that I say, but I take them out. I mean, seriously, that is like editing 101. Throw a slow-mo cinematic in there. Have a wild and out girl flash the camera. Show DJ T-Rex fucking a turntable. Literally, whatever you do not show a rapper not memorizing their lines and mumbling their lyrics because it looks so amateurish, and they are going up against arguably the greatest rapper alive, and you can't make these mistakes. Okay, Prince Easy sucks, and he basically forgot every single fucking word that he wrote down, so I'm just going to show you all the times that he missed a word, and then I'm going to put a bell at the end of it instead of saying something in between each time, so I'll just say it right now. Hey, one of the cast members forgot their words in the video. Get used to that.
Ain't no back doing, cause all of my troops thorough. Ain't got no bitch Glock, Nina, my new girl.
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
Sick of all my homies keep dying, my puke Earl. God should have took him and just let us keep Juice WRLD.
I'm gonna go ahead and interrupt Prince Easy, not remembering anything he wrote. I know you guys are probably wanting to watch that, but first we gotta add on to the shit stack. But that was totally fucked up and uncalled for.
Yeah.
Juice's body wasn't even cold by the time this came out, and I basically determined that Prince Easy is a piece of shit. I shouldn't even have to explain how stupid it was to do this.
Indeed, man, because Juice WRLD wasn't even buried in that. No, they haven't even got to the root of what actually caused Juice WRLD's death either. So for Prince Easy to do that, it was such a fucking reach, man. Shows more he's not only just sucks, but just like just a scumbag, bro. For real.
100 sins, and rest in peace, Juice WRLD. Back to business.
This sucks more than anything that has ever sucked before.
Nick, my brother, you dissed him that gotta suffer.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
I told him don't dish you back, let us handle this motherfucker.
What the fuck?
Look, I scratched the cereal number up off the baby llama. M ain't seen a ratchet this dirty since his baby mama.
Of the 88 words that Prince Easy rapped on the track, he physically only said 19 of them in this video. So coincidentally, he left out 69 words. We're gonna give him 69 cents. Also, Hitman called a gun a llama in the last track, and now Prince Easy is calling a gun a llama in this track. And to be honest, I've heard a lot of people call guns weird things, but this diss track series is the only time I've ever heard it be called a llama, and they've had two people say it in two different tracks. There's literally a million different things you can call a gun, but you coincidentally call it something that somebody else has called it, and it's oddly specific. So I'm definitely giving a sin for either stealing or no creativity. Also, Prince Easy clearly hasn't heard Kim. I think calling her a dirty wretched doesn't even pale into comparison as what Eminem's called her. I think it said something similar to that in the last video about Prince Easy. Man, this guy's really limited on what he could talk about.
All this cocaine out here, you want to put your nose in my business.
What is this fixation of Eminem's 11-year-old drug use? Like, I don't understand why they keep coming back to this.
God damn, y'all niggas ain't have to do it like that. Shit, we don't do it, we overdo it.
Is Nick listening to the same thing that everybody else is listening to?
Yeah.
Nick, if you are currently watching this, please comment what makes you think that this is, like good. Like, why do you think this wins this entire thing? Just let me know. Is it because you guys made back-to-back tracks and that Eminem hasn't responded in 24 hours like you've liked? Because it took you over a year to respond to The Warning, and you responded with I'm a Slick Rick.
Play fucked up games with fucked up prizes.
Nick thinks that the camera is a mirror, and he's talking to himself, because he know he fucked up.
I ain't have to rap on this motherfucker. You know what? I'm not gonna rap.
Nick Cannon lied. That's a real-life sin.
You used to be in a position to talk to kids and they listen. Now you a politician. You voted for Trump, bitch, admit it.
Why the fuck does Nick Cannon rap like this? He was literally just speaking perfectly fine a second ago, and then as soon as he starts to rap, he goes back into this little whisper thing that he did in the first diss. Also, does Nick forget Eminem's 4.5-minute BET cipher literally shitting all over Donald Trump?
But we
Apparently he
better
did.
give Obama props, because what we got in office now's a kamikaze that'll probably cause a nuclear holocaust. And while the drama pops and he waits for shit to quiet down, he'll just gas his plane up and fly around till the bombing stops.
Also, the only time Nick remotely sounds like he knows how to rap, he's literally just rapping lyrics from Eminem's verse on Renegade and changing a handful of words with the exact same flow.
But now you getting facelifts like an Instagram hoe.
I can't find any information anywhere about Eminem getting a facelift, but I did find this information about Mariah Carey constantly getting Botox injections throughout her marriage with Nick Cannon.
Damn.
King of the rude, ludicrous, lucrative lyrics. Now all you do is just cry like you got Tourette's in the stereo.
Hey, more of Renegade! Also just realized whoever annotated this on Genius sucks at picking out what words are, because he clearly says rude, not world.
Your original music that your fans used to cherish. Now you debated, disputed, hated, and viewed an American as a motherfucking drug addict. Never be a legend.
Hey, more of Renegade! Also, again with the fixation of the 11-year-old drug use, I know you're trying to flip his own lyrics, but you're doing a piss poor job of it. Oh.
Yes, that nigga did terrible, piss poor job at, like, basically reciting the same lyrics of an iconic verse of an iconic song that Eminem did with Jay-Z, which he first did with Royce da 5'9", but of course most people know about the one he did with Jay-Z, Renegade. It just ruined it.
Also, he tries to rhyme legend with I don't even know what.
Shit.
Legend doesn't even come close to rhyming with anything in this section.
And you really should start to stare at who's in the mirror. Look at all that fucking Botox. Bitch, I know you embarrassed.
I would love to hear the raw clip of this part of the music video because I have no fucking idea what Nick Cannon is saying, and I'm pretty sure he doesn't know either. Also, more Botox, you know, because Mariah had Botox while you guys are married. You probably paid for it.
Fuck all the tricks and the gimmicks. You like the new white supremacist.
Being white means you're a white supremacist. Apparently.
Say the same fucking sentences, nigga. You ain't no lyricist.
Well, according to you, he is.
Number 2,
Such a hypocrite.
Eminem. And then when you just talk about just straight lyricism, like
Can't rap with him.
like battle for battle, you
Can't rap with him.
Bet you never thought the kill shot would come from the cannon.
Oh, Nick Cannon thought the camera was a mirror again.
You used to be a renegade.
Hey, more Renegade! I love how Nick took the time to even layer his own vocals and, change the pitch. This was the best sounding he was the entire time. For that, I won't give you a sin for copying Renegade again.
I had no idea that Nick Cannon was going to start wilding out on me.
Nick Cannon includes an interview of the one time Eminem spoke about him, even though there's dozens of interviews out there of Nick Cannon basically sucking all over Eminem's junk. These are my socials. Feel free to follow.
Oh,
I love
you. Man, Crypt is a fool, man. That man did not hold back in his critiques on that song and everything else. And that really took me out when he included this clip from Trapped in the Closet, included with R. Kelly. And you already know that Nick Cannon definitely paid for that Botox when he was married to Mariah Carey. Like, you already know he was going to pay for that. He's going to come out of pocket paying for that Botox. Because he would have been kicked out, been in the doghouse long before the divorce. So, you already know, man. But anywho, man, that was everything wrong with Nick Cannon's Pray For Him, the Eminem diss, and it was hilarious like it was last time, and shoot. And it shows how this weak the diss record was, as well as the last record he did, man. And Nick Cannon should just go ahead and just be done with it. Like, just cancel all plans of a diss record because Eminem's not going to respond. And it shows that, Nick Cannon is a stan, basically. He's the living, real life, breathing stan, basically. How he just reuses Eminem's verse on Renegade and amongst other things, while on interviews praising him. Clearly a stan. Despite how much he says he does not like him and all that other shit, dude's a stan. So, if you want me to react to more of Crypt's videos, hit me up in the comment section below, and I'll be sure to get to him later on. And this is Black G92 about to sign off. Holla at your boy. Peace.